This prep, it had to be done differently to the way that I did it back in 2023.
Canada 178 from Western Australia, Ryan Van Nilliston.
There's this one particular moment that, like, it really gets me emotional. There was a moment in 2023 where I was just absolutely I was killing myself on the bike. Leo comes into the room, he's like, daddy, come play with me. Sorry, like, go away, like, I have to do my cardio. And that was honestly really fucked me, like, mentally. This prep wasn't about the pro card, it's not about the overall, it's not about the win. For me, it wasn't about bodybuilding anymore. It was more about how well can I do this and still manage every other variable in my life. And I personally like to call that self-mastery. Good thing Wayne's paying you double time, eh? Yeah.
Coming to Bali, Ryan was already so tired. Between Canberra states and nationals and Bali, he was very tired, and he had enough of this prep. But he's a real athlete.
Welcome to the show day finale in Bali. This is obviously the 4th show of the season, and part of me is kind of like, I'm glad that it's over, but leading into this one, I was honestly so gassed, I was so tired.
And that's what makes me so proud of him, that he's such a real athlete and he goes until the last second, even if he's checked out, because he was checked out coming here.
So I'm always looking for that next step. I'm always looking for that next thing to push me that little bit harder, that little bit further, to be that little bit better, right? So I had to sit there and think about, like, is Men's Physique Pro, like, does that excite me right now? Not really. Like, do I want to do it? Of course, but it's not, like, exciting to me. Then I thought the same thing about Classic Pro. Is it exciting? And I'm like, not really. I'm like, well, what does excite you? Bodybuilding. I got halfway through this prep. I realized that I started to self-sabotage myself a little bit because things were going so well. And I actually went and seen somebody about it. She asked me this question and it fucked me. She goes, Brian, do you love yourself? And I said, yes. Like, no hesitation. And she goes, are you in love with yourself? I hesitated and I stopped for a second and I looked at her and I was like, well, if I hesitated, I guess not. And that question, for some reason, it fucked me. I started my bodybuilding journey in bodybuilding and I got absolutely smoked. I went all in for this show.
Next up we've got number 106, Ryan Van Nilliston, all the way from Australia. And relax please gentlemen, side, chest and strike. Double bicep and strike.
Honestly, like all the way through, he was He was everything. He was an athlete, he was coach, he was a husband, he was father, he was brother, you know. Very, very proud, very proud. Because he was selfish before. Probably both of us, you know, probably everyone in the sport a little bit, you know. It is selfish sport, but you don't have to be alone in it. And we always preach that for our athletes.
In my head, I was like, if I can do this, if I can prep and I can still achieve my goals, I can keep my health, I can keep my relationships, my business continues to grow, I can do fucking anything. It wasn't about the pro card, it's not about the overall, it's not about the wins, it's not about, for me, it wasn't about bodybuilding anymore.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? Dirty, bro. It's been a fucking mud fight. Welcome to Bali. Being a dad, being a businessman, all this stuff requires a lot of self-trust. Consistency builds trust. But then I realized that you can't have love without trust.
The other day, Ryan was like, you know what? He's like, you know why I love you so much?
My answer is because she's consistent.
Because he's so consistent. And that realized us that that's why we love bodybuilding so much. Because we are so consistent in it.
Bodybuilding is just a vehicle for my own personal development, and it honestly made me fucking love myself. If Mandy asked me right now, hey Ryan, are you in love with yourself? I would say fuck yes without hesitation, which I think at the end of the day is the one thing that everybody wants. Last show, baby.
Last show.
Been at this since October 1992.
All right, next pro men's physique coming out. 106 Ryan Van Elston from Australia.
To wrap up the season in Bali, where a lot of it all started, where me and Ags met at the 2016 after party, to now, and to see everything that we've built, everything that we've done, to, you know, obviously have Leo, the family that we've built, the life that we've built is honestly just absolutely incredible. To be present with Leo from start to finish and being very, very self-conscious and self-aware of that, and knowing that I didn't fucking miss, that I was present for my son, present for my wife. For me, that is self-mastery in a nutshell. And the more consistent that I am, and the more that I trust myself, and the more that I love myself, the more I have to give to everybody else. And that is the pumped effect. That is what Pump is all about. So